by sea. Welcome back to the Music City Showcase, Part 5. I'm Keely Ramage-Scott. I'm so excited to be here today in the Fusion Presents studio to talk to my friend SIESKI. So nice to see you.
So nice to see you.
I am so excited to talk to you, mostly because we really wanted to have you as part of our Surrey Pride lineup last year.
Yeah.
And then there was an accident, from what I remember.
An accident, yeah.
That impacted your ability to play music even.
Yeah.
But then you had a really fun solution. So I think we should just start there and you should tell the story yourself.
Sure. So I decided to get into roller skating like last year.
Which is fun.
Which is fun. When I went into the store to get my skates, there was a little girl and her mom there, and they came up to me being like, hey, can you help us like find some stuff? I was like, I don't work here. And they were like, you look like such a skater girl. So got into skating. This was my first time going to the Sunset Roller at Sunset Beach. Mm-hmm. I didn't wear any gear because everybody there wasn't wearing gear. They're like seasoned pros.
We're too cool for that.
I was too cool for that. And then I got into the ring and it was a little bit sloped and I hadn't like skated outdoors. And it was like, I was just trying to get over to the boards and I banana peel slipped backwards, landed on my right wrist, and I sprained it in 2 places. So as a keyboardist and pianist, it was not ideal.
Yeah.
But we rehabbed it. But I did have a really fun Pride performance lined up because I was going to do some choreo, going to perform Lady Deity and Gumdrops. So
And the wrist just wasn't going to let that happen.
it wasn't going to let that happen. And I needed one for the microphone, one for other things. So yeah. But maybe this year coming, 2026.
But I saw you perform not even a month later and you were playing keys.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was just this tiny little like Yamaha keyboard. Like how many keys is that thing?
It's only, I think it's like 33 keys. It's CP Yamaha 33. And it's like, it has a pretty big sound out of it. So you really don't need anything more.
Which is amazing. And you're going to play that today too.
I will play that today. I also have baby hands. So the less heavy of an instrument to carry, the better.
Oh,
for me.
I get you. And I'm a bass player too. So it's crazy. But did you start, so going back to the beginning of when your music kind of interest and career kind of peaked, was it piano first that spoke to you or voice? Like, how did you get into music?
Yeah, good question. Both my parents are piano player composers. So I grew up with a Yamaha Grand, which was really a privilege to have. And I was always just like writing little things and taking piano lessons. And I started to write instrumental stuff, but I was too like nervous almost to write lyrics. And then I was like a dancer and I went to theater school. And I think after going to theater school, I really found more of my voice. And so I circled back to music and I was like, I'm ready to write more of these songs. And then it was like very singer-songwriter-y, very storytelling, always piano-based. But then kind of like 2 or 3 years after that, I started to experiment more with electronic stuff. And now I have visions of doing like multiple synths and like really big, lush soundtracks. And yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say like your list of influences and also your music now as it is just sounds so much more electronic based now. So to hear you say like, singer-songwriter, but then also putting 2 and 2 together in my head with like theater school and dance, I was like, okay, it all makes sense where it ended up in the end.
Yeah, totally.
Where do you think like your main influences lie these days?
Yeah, these days, I guess I listen to quite a bit of that electronic pop blend. Like, I just went to see Magdalena Bay last night at the it was supposed to be at the Orpheum, then it was at the Queen Elizabeth. Oh. But like so inspiring because they play instruments live, but they also have these really lush backing tracks going on. So it's just like a whole world. And she had a full set and it was just so like transportive and like Alice in Wonderland vibes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say artists like that. Then just like, I don't know, like neo soul, R&B stuff, like anything with like a juicy beat to it. My ears are always craving that. I listen to a lot of like lo-fi beats if I'm just, like puttering along. Mm-hmm. Anything with just like good rhythm, good heartbeat, or like jazzy chords. Super into that.
Jazzy chords for sure. Mm-hmm. I can hear that shining through.
Yeah.
That's a big one. What are you working on right now? Do you have any projects?
Yeah, I'm actually working on my first full-length album.
You haven't put one out yet?
I haven't put out a full album. I put out an EP in 2019 called Dreamist, and that was just piano and vocals. And then it's just been a series of singles and music videos since then.
Wow.
Mostly just because like finances are a thing, and
that's fair.
You know, pushing out a single takes a lot of work, as does an album. So, but the album is called Pixie, and it'll be very ethereal, transportive. I've got 4 of the songs already done. And yeah, going to apply for Canada Council grants and see if I can get more funding to push the rest, put it on vinyl. That's the plan for like fall 2026, hopefully.
I see so many vinyl releases these days with people that are local, and I'm like, where are you getting that money? I want to do one so badly, and then I look at the prices to just, which I know that there's some places now that do single pressings or like pressing that's by the order.
Yeah.
Which I thought about looking into that, but I'm sure it's more expensive because you're not ordering in bulk.
And I think just that aspect of music having a tangible form again.
Yeah.
Not again. It's never gone away, but I think people really value it again.
Yeah.
Because it's like.
And I love that.
Me too.
I love that other people are starting to see that streaming, while it's like a convenience, is not.
It's not. Yeah. It's not forever. It's not legacy.
Yes.
It doesn't have that. Yeah.
I've always been a physical music person. I had a CD collection first, and now it's vinyl again.
Nice. So you have a record player.
Oh, I do.
That's good. Yeah. I still haven't gotten one myself.
Really?
So, yeah.
Okay. Well, I know people just put them on the wall too.
I'll have to get a record player, I guess, when I put out my own vinyl.
If you're releasing your own vinyl. I thought that was going a different direction. I thought you were like, Target acquired. Somebody that can purchase it. Awesome. Yeah. Well, what I always ask people when they join us in the studio is what advice they would have for maybe somebody just starting out. Maybe it's even your younger self, if you were to start your music career all over again.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's like as you get older, you just get wiser, and it's just the way that it goes. But I think it's just like about having fun and allowing things to like exploring a theme to its full extent, not like stopping yourself and being like, oh, this is where I play. Like, this is where I'm at in a box or something. Just like exploring. Like I'm doing a clowning intensive right now. And it's all about like turning up the emotions and turning things up to like ridiculous levels. And I think sometimes when you turn stuff up, you realize that it can be that big. You know, so, and it's better to kind of tone something down than to keep like coaxing for more juice. Yeah. You know what I mean? So,
no, I totally get it. I feel the same way in the studio too. It's like people are like, oh, you don't need to add all those layers. And I'm like, but I don't know which ones are going to stick in the end. And you can always take stuff off, but you can't always just keep going back and re-recording over and over and over again.
Yeah, exactly.
It's easier to take away than it is to put something in.
Exactly, yeah. And you might not know where something's going to end up if you don't push it that far.
Yeah.
Like you might just stay more in, I don't know. And it's fun to be surprised. Like I think a lot of what being an artist is, the joy I find in it now is like being surprised and like having adventure in it and never losing that, because that's like, it's just the essence.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, where can people find you online right now?
Yeah, just SIESKI, so SIESKI _, on Instagram, because SIESKI without it is taken, but I still need to come for that user and be like, are you using this?
Yeah.
But on all socials, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to perform a song on your teeny tiny little Yamaha keyboard for us next. Back to the roots with just piano and voice, I guess. And then, so excited to have you again.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, and to everyone at home, thanks for joining us for another episode of the Music City Surrey Showcase. We'll see you next time.
Blackberry bushes by the sea. I'm back home where you wanted me to be. I wanna be like water, how the earth started by the roots that ground me in this place. seasons take what they will. I wanna be like water, how the earth started by the roots that ground me. In this place I go home, in this way you turn around next to me. And I know I'm free, everything's easy by the sea. Wild things grew, we let go, felt the sand beneath my toes. Oh, the hush of waves, I taste the sea, felt the earth beneath my feet. I found me. Blackberry bushes by the sea. I'm back home where you